actually asked me to share my story, and I immediately said yes. I've always wanted to be, I want to be a lot of things when I grow up, and a motivational speaker is one of them. So if anything, I hope that I can inspire some of you today. I am married and a stay-at-home mom. I have twin 2.5-year-old daughters, Kai and Rowan. Prior to staying home, I taught preschool for 6 years. I loved teaching, loved it. I lived and breathed teaching, but I never want to go back. However, our plan has always been for me to go back to teaching when our daughters are in kindergarten, and that will be in August of 2020, not that I'm counting or keeping track. I've always been a really positive person, despite going through some major life junk that still affects me today. When I was a freshman in high school, I was bullied so badly that I told my parents I wanted to move. So we moved from a small town in Minnesota to a small town in Iowa, my junior year of high school. And that was just the beginning of a deep depression that I continued to battle over 20 years later. And a continual need to feel like I belong. Now let me tell you how Nerium fits into all of this. I was first introduced to Nerium when a friend asked me to sample the night cream. I said yes, because I'm always willing to try something new, and I'm always happy to help a friend. I loved the night cream, and I ordered it. I used it for 30 days, saw a huge improvement in my skin. Even the girl that did my hair complimented me on my complexion, and that was huge to me. I knew I couldn't swing the cost of it as a stay-at-home mom, but I was also really intrigued by the business. I returned my bottle after using it for 30 days and got my money back. I had mentioned the business to my husband, and he pretty much rolled his eyes at me. Fast forward to April of 2016, and another friend asked me to sample the night cream. And I said, I've already tried it, I know I love it, I just can't afford it. She said all of the things to me. I can help you get it for free. Just try it and give me your feedback. I said, okay. I did a couple three-way phone calls. One of them was with Kate, and that's when I started dreaming. I started thinking, what if I really could stay home and never have to go back to teaching? What if I could volunteer in my daughter's classrooms every single day? What if I could supplement my husband's income from home? I can't even remember if I sampled the night cream that time, but I mentioned the business to my husband again, and he basically gave me a blank stare. Nerium would be my 4th network marketing company at that point. And he said, what are your friends going to think? And I said, I don't care. So I signed up with a $750 package, and I hit the ground running. I fast start qualified with 9 customers in my first month and recruited several brand partners from just my Facebook posts alone. I was in total Nerium delirium. Anybody know that? Nerium became something that I didn't even know that I needed. It was somewhere I felt like I belonged. I wish I could tell you that momentum kept going, but it didn't. I ran and slowed down, and ran and slowed down. But that's the beauty of this business, right? We can do that. I hit director in February of last year, and then a whole lot of stuff came crashing down. I should have brought Kleenex up here. I'm such a crier. My daughter being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 3 weeks after her 2nd birthday, topping the stuff. Absolutely heartbreaking diagnosis. We went from living a pretty carefree life, can't see through my tears, to round-the-clock blood sugar monitoring, thank you so much, counting carbs, for every single piece of food that she consumes and losing a lot of sleep. Obviously, I would do anything for my daughter, so none of that stuff matters. Today, we're 9 months in, and she has a continuous glucose monitor that she wears, an insulin pump, and she's my hero. And she's crushing diabetes. Her diagnosis put me and our family in a pretty intense fog. One that I feel like I finally started coming out of around the holidays this past year. So there's a reason that I'm sharing all of this with you. I'm not where I want to be in my business. Not even close. And that's okay. I could have easily used all of life's junk as an excuse to quit. But I haven't. Instead, I turned those tough times into motivation and fuel to keep going. One of my most favorite quotes is, this is just so ironic because we've already been talking about rainbows. Everyone wants happiness, nobody wants pain, but you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. We all have our stuff, and going through the hard stuff is part of getting to the really good stuff. You guys, it's go time!